I believe there's a massive buying opportunity right now in real estate. I believe that whether you're looking for your own personal residence or you're a real estate investor looking for a rental or a flip property, I think right now is a great time to buy properties. And there are different reasons which I'm going to go over in this video. I believe will make it an opportune time for you to purchase real estate. Right now, I'm under contract on 2 properties that they were both listed on the market. Now, they do need work, right? So a regular buyer probably was not looking at it the way I was looking at them. And I'm getting them at big discounts, right? One of them at over 25% discount, and then the other one close to 20% discount. So there are opportunities out there, right? And so I'm going to drill into some data, show you all right now is the best time to be buying properties and the different reasons why this is a massive buying opportunity for real estate investors. And I also want to help out regular folks or folks who are not interested in investing in properties. You can make these offers right now. All right, so let me drill into my computer right now. All right, make sure you all like this video, subscribe, comment down below. So this is just some headline reports from Redfin. Good news for home buyers. Sellers start pricing lower. Monthly mortgage payments dip to 4-month low. That's a combination of rates have been trending downward, and sellers understand, the market is softening a little bit, and we're heading into fall winter season. September rate cut is on the table after mixed June inflation report. So people don't predict rates are going to drop this month. The Fed meeting hasn't happened yet, and most people are predicting they won't cut, and they probably won't cut because inflation did rise a little bit. But September, they've always said that was the month that they were going to raise, and if there's no change in inflation, or that was the month they were going to lower rates. And if inflation doesn't change, if it's or it goes lower, then of course they're going to lower the rates. And then this is one major reason why right now is a massive buying opportunity, is because we're heading down to the fall winter season. August, people are getting ready for school. September, October, November, December. These months, this is the downward trend of home prices, and it's just a better opportunity for people, investors, everyone to buy homes. All right. So first thing is that we're going to see medium sell price. So medium sell price right here. This is an obvious peak. This is a peak right here in July. You see that you always have peaks towards the end of July, and then you see the downward trend happening. This is last year, August. So from the beginning where we were, it was last year, it was $394 medium sell price, right? A month later, towards the end, towards August, it was $388, right? Okay, $394 to $388, it's still a difference, right? And then you see it drop down all the way down to start date September, end date October. You see? So you really want to capture it right here if you can, but of course it can go lower in December. It usually goes lower in December. But last year it did rise a little bit in November. It did rise. Maybe rates were going lower, or people were excited about the new president last year. But that's what happened. But usually it's a downward trend. So we're reaching a peak. This is an obvious peak. You may be looking at this and say, oh, it's going up. No, it's most likely not going up. This is just going to trend downward. And then new listings. New listings are going down. But that's just the market, how it is. Spring, summer season, it goes up. And now it's already trending down. So when this starts to trend down, prices are about to trend down. The other thing, what else? Weeks of supply, we have that here. It's been going up. This may go up also. We'll see. medium days on market is above what it was last year. Last year it was 32, now it's 37, and it's going to trend up. And so when you see a listing that's been listed for over 40 days, because right here in September, October, it was 39 days, right? If this blue line continues to be above this orange line, which most likely it will, you're going to see this up to like 45, 50 days on market. And these are properties that you need to make offers on, right? My whole thing is that if the property's been listed for 30 days, I'm making a lower offer. You know, I'm going to make that low offer for sure. And, you know, I don't want to upset people, right? You don't want to do that. And so, yeah, active listings are about to go down. They're about to head down, and things of that nature. And so right now I want to speak on what to do and how to take advantage of these massive buying opportunities. Now, the spring and summer wasn't as big as it was last year, right? And so one thing that I may be wrong about is that we may have an uptick year over year of home sales, of home prices in September or August, because sellers have realized, okay, the market is changing and they're going to actually lower their price. Interest rates are going to go lower, and that's going to increase demand for properties, right? So we can possibly see that. That's a possible outcome, right? But the reason why I believe it's a massive buying opportunity is because sellers are willing to negotiate, especially if their property's been on the market for over 60 days, right? They're more willing to talk. They're willing to negotiate, to lower their price, to offer you concessions, to be flexible about more things. And people know that they want to sell their home before the holidays come, right? They want to get that cash. They want to move. They want to prepare the new house, whatever it is. They want to get that done before November, usually. Now, with this market, another aspect to all of this is making lower offers and how to do it. The way I've been doing it is I've just been going directly to the listing agent, right? Because a lot of times if you go directly to the listing agent, sometimes that may be more of an incentive to the seller, because they can make it out with their agent to say, hey, we're not going to pay a buyer's agent, or if the buyer, if it's a buyer that's unrepresented, we're only going to pay you maximum 3% for, you know, the sale, because they're only going to be doing paperwork. Because if I'm coming to you, you didn't have to get me. Now you did have to market the property. I'm not saying they're not worth 3% of your sale price, but you know, they can save money, and hopefully that can help them either lower their price, or I can say, hey, instead of paying an agent 2%, give me a 2% concession, so I can either buy down the rate or put it towards closing costs, right? And so these are the different things that you can offer. Now, for investors, if you're looking for properties that you can flip or hold as a rental, and they've been on the market, I would start talking to them after 30 days on market. And then especially if it needs work, especially if it needs updates, yeah, I'll talk to them after 30 days. Now, if it's a long-term rental, maybe after 60 days if it's a really nice property. And if it needs work, if you know it needs work, if the rents need to be raised, right, in order for you to make your ratio or make your numbers work, offer that number that makes your number work, right? Whether that's the 1% rule, or you're at 0.8%, whatever it is, or you're looking at cash on cash at 7 or 6.5 or even 10. In this market, it's okay to make that offer, right? And sellers are realizing this. So I think this is a massive buying opportunities for investors and regular homeowners. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. All right, thank you.